So we're giving a bit of a state of the union of kind of how we see the kind of new TV ecosystem and what's changed from a year ago, which is sort of fascinating because if you looked at the headlines from 12 months ago, it was all about the death of television and a movement away from a requirement for brand marketers to have premium video as part of a key part of their buy. And then like fast forward 12 months to today, and the headlines are literally the exact opposite, which is the importance of premium as part of an overall brand marketer's buy. And the reason for that, because I think there's an increased recognition that the association of an advertising message against quality content in a highly engaged environment where I think premium video companies over-index, for example, in OTT environments and set-top box environments, etc. And then combining that with the use of data provides a better kind of outcome for the brand marketer. So, I mean, that's, I think, been reflected in the fact that the upfronts have had the best performance for, I think, 3 years now. And I think brand marketers are increasingly savvy and sophisticated of kind of understanding some of the behaviors that were not necessarily in their interests, and now recognizing that advertising environments where they can have greater control, where there is better spend accountability and greater transparency, which is in kind of premium safe environments, and in those kind of environments where they believe that that advertising message is going to be better received, i.e. things like OTT and set-top box environments, is where the pendulum is shifting back towards the top end of the market.
So I'm sure a lot of your clients ask you about cross-screen and where to go and where to put their eggs in which basket, so to speak. What is some of the trends or advice or in terms of cross-screen distribution and different platforms that your clients want to go into, and how are you responding to that?
Yeah, so the kind of flip side of the coin is that as the pendulum is swinging back towards the premium end of the market, again, upfronts is just one of many data points there. The challenge is how do you kind of unify your reach, because that reach is being fragmented as viewing is taking place across more screens. So what brand marketers want is quality, but quality at scale, and creating that scale is increasingly difficult. There are both technical, operational, and measurement challenges of being able to unify your audience regardless of where that viewing is taking place, and then be able to execute that with a brand marketer or an agency as a single buy, even if there are multiple measurements providers that need to be involved to execute against that campaign. So on one end of the scale, there's a great story around a focus back on the premium end of the market. On the other end of the scale, that comes with it a number of complexities, both measurement complexities, unifying your inventory complexities. And then the third one is a premium publisher wants to be able to access all possible demand sources. Some of those demand sources are traditional direct sold campaigns, which their traditional sales force goes out and sells. The others are third-party demand sources, for example, that may sit behind private marketplaces, private auctions that they're actually setting up. So, our challenge is, regardless of where that demand sits, it providing both the technology and the service whereby they can maximize the value of any given impression, while critically ensuring that all the controls that they care about, the protections of their data and the protection of their inventory and the protection of kind of compliance and regulatory rules are maintained. So that's how we're seeing it. There's a very positive story in terms of the value of premium, but also a ton of complexity that comes with actually executing against that.
So James, with the acquisition of Sticky Ads, the business has really transformed. Give us a sort of an idea of how you guys have perhaps expanded or pivoted or shifted, or what the new offering means, how your role in the industry has really changed as a result of the acquisition.
Yeah, so we haven't pivoted at all. The acquisition was providing us with an ability to accelerate against our strategy, which has been the same all along. So I talked earlier about, one part of that strategy is we need to enable our clients to be able to unify their inventory regarding where the viewing take place and be able to monetize that inventory. So that's kind of core to what we've already done. Where we needed to accelerate was the ability to execute against the ability for a programmer or a publisher to be able to access all demand sources and enable those demand sources to compete with their traditional direct sale campaigns, and do that in a way whereby all the controls that I said, data, inventory, compliance controls, are still maintained. And Sticky Ads, as you know, has a very kind of shared philosophy in terms of the type of clients that they focus on. TF1, M6s, these are big broadcasters in Europe, similar to what we have in the US. And the combination of their technology and our technology, when you bring those together, brings the kind of best of both worlds. And that's why we kind of made the acquisition.